Okay, so all of you are to become profoundly familiar and able to identify Le Corbusier and his 5 points of architecture. All right? So, Le Corbusier, right? That's Lecorbusier. Let me just so that I can cringe. How many of you have heard of Le Corbusier and are familiar with him? So about half the class. The other half of you, Les what? Les Miserables? I feel miserable. Okay, Le Corbusier. Come over here, and God knows.
I'm familiar with.
So none of you guys are friends with me on Instagram, right? Abby, you are. You are. Do you remember seeing a picture of me doing this? No?
But I know what that is.
In Italy?
It was in Marseille, France. I was standing in front of Le Corbusier's Marseille block, right? And he had castings of Le Monde Villard, right? Sort of cast into the building. And so then I went and stood next to it, had my wife take a picture. And then some other architects that were there saw me, so then they came and did it. And then they had me take their picture. They took one each, and then they did one together. It was a married couple. And then some other architects saw it, so they came over, and it's like, after a while, everybody's doing that. Never mind. You guys are to know who Le Corbusier is. You are to become familiar with some of his buildings, particularly the Villa Savoie, and you are to understand the 5 points of architecture. Okay? Any questions?
What was the one we needed to pay attention to?
The Villa Savoie. Or let's put it in American. The Villa Savoy. Savoy. Okay, so that is your first. That is your reading and research assignment, and don't be surprised if we throw some key buildings at you and you have to identify them on a quiz. Don't be surprised if you get a quiz that asks you about, what are the 5 points, and don't be surprised if you get a quiz that says, hey, well, on the Villa Savoie, identify the piece that represents this point. Okay? So you guys are not going to do a 3-minute research project on the 5 points of architecture. You are going to thoroughly study it, memorize it, okay, to where you can regurgitate that information completely, all right? And you are to, without knowing what buildings you're going to be looking at, you guys are going to be asked questions about Le Corbusier buildings, which means that you're going to have to do quite a bit of reading on Le Corbusier. I will warn you, he was a prolific author. So,
Says big words.
you can walk into an architecture office in England, or you could walk into an architecture office in Sao Paulo, Brazil, or you could walk into an architect's office in New York and utter the words Le Corbusier, and I guarantee you they're going to know who it is. They may even be able to regurgitate the 5 points of architecture for you. That is the level of sort of profound impact that this man had on our profession, just like Walter Gropius, Mies van der Rohe, and Frank Lloyd Wright. So it's important that you guys start to become kind of conversant with this. So that's one thing, right? Second thing, you guys are to finish up, right? I'm going to call it 3 schemes, 3 reinvented schemes that are doing the engaging and that are doing the subtraction, okay? And bring them, well, let's see, for Tuesday, I want you guys to scan them and take them into either Rhino or AutoCAD. Okay, so that you can trace them, you know? That's homework. Yeah.
Did you say 3 schemes of the same shape?
No, I want, like, you know how you guys did 3 schemes? So do 3. Now, I believe you guys are learning kind of what we're getting at with this, right? So now I want you guys to, with that knowledge is, hey, maybe you don't do a hexagon. Maybe you do a pentagram, right? I don't know. So I just realized that thing can't see me. It's looking at the screen. I gotta stand up. So I've been this talking top of my head for the last few minutes. So anyway, where we're going with this project, I gave it away at the beginning of the class. I said we're going to take these forms and use them, or these two-dimensional shapes, this field, and we're going to use it to generate forms and landscape. Okay. So where this is going to go after you guys get it into Rhino is that you're then going to start to create extrusions and move things up and down from the reference plane to create this sort of object. And it is not a building at this point. It is a thing, right? It is, I'm going to put it in plain old, stupid, colloquial Iggy English. It's supposed to look cool, man. All right? Okay, questions? If ants could make noises like crickets, it would sound like lots of them all like in a row. So no questions, seriously? Right, so you guys are going to wait until I have to go grab something for lunch in 20 minutes, and you're going to ask me questions, right?
So we'll scan the 3 schemes here on Tuesday? Or
No, we're doing that for homework. So
You're doing that for homework. You got to scan it ahead of time.
The ones that we've already done or new ones?
No, the good new ones. I don't want that stuff, that other stuff.
So what about the ones we are tracing over? You still want us to do all the tracing and stuff like that for the 3 that we already did?
The tracing over is intended to start to perfect this thing and make it, that should be the thing that you want to go scan. So, all right. So yeah, pretty much, let me think about that. Today's Thursday, right? So you guys got to get these things finished up so that tomorrow you guys can come in the morning and scan. Because otherwise, Monday is a holiday. There's nobody here. And then we meet on Tuesday morning. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take it easy on y'all, right? Have the schemes done, but I mean, I want them to look like, really good. Okay? And then Tuesday we'll scan them so that you can start to put them into AutoCAD. Alternately, you could just start over in Rhino, but okay. But the 5 points of architecture and understanding Le Corbusier are crucial elements that I need you guys to understand. Yes, Mr. Gon.
For the 3 schemes, does the shape have to be symmetrical, or could it be?
The shape like a circle, a square.
No, does it? I forgot what's that shape called. It looks like a flans, like a dessert flan. Flan. Yeah.
The trapezoid?
Yeah, trapezoid. Can it be a trapezoid?
I would. You guys are having enough of a kind of an issue with getting this done with squares, circles, and hexagons. I guess I would stick to the basic shapes right now. So, all right. Other questions? Later, look. Remember, I always tell you this. There's nothing stopping you from doing more after you do the minimum. Other questions? All right, I'm gonna go find some food. I'll see you guys.